Hey, welcome. This is the first open beta release of Renegade X, a remake slash update of the cult classic FPS RTS hybrid Command & Conquer Renegade. Just came out a few days ago, and I have some really fond memories of playing the demo of that back in the day, so I picked it up and I've been playing around with it, and I think it's still a lot of fun. It's pretty unique even today. One thing's for sure though, there's a lot of different classes, a lot of different characters, which are other units basically to select from, so it's pretty overwhelming at first, and you know, it gives you the handy little good versus weak versus stuff, but you don't really get a feel of what each unit is until you play around with it, or at least see what it can do. So I just thought I'd make this video to kind of like speed you up along the path of actually learning how to use a class and know when to spend your credits on which class. Maybe help you enjoy the game a bit more and kind of get a feeling for just how fun a lot of these crazier weapons can be. So yeah, we'll start with the GDI here, and then maybe I'll do some stuff for the Nod later and cover some of the vehicles, etc. See where it goes. It's really fun. Oh, and did I mention it's totally free? Oh, by the way, I guess I should say it's such a bummer I have to mention this, but when I'm talking about credits here, that's just money you're earning during the match that you use to purchase the better units. You don't pay real money for anything in this game. It's a totally free game. No real money. None. Free. For real. So first we'll just cover the weapons that every character in class gets by default. You always have the silenced pistol. That's infinite ammo, 12 rounds in a mag. You can aim down the sights. Fires fast, you pull the trigger. As you can see, virtually no kick. Kicks a bit more if you're not aiming down the sights. Some more spread that way. It's not the best weapon. Doesn't have the best range, doesn't do the best damage, but it's free and it can save your ass, especially if you're an engineer. So then you get used to using it. Next, you got your time C4. Every class gets one of these by default, but even though it's a default weapon, it's extremely effective for destroying buildings and pretty much anything that you can actually get it onto. Just like the readout says, 30 seconds after you plant it, it will explode. And it'll pretty much stick to anything as long as you can get close enough. Yoink! You got stuck. Shh! I don't think she noticed. Next we got the Soldier Basic Automatic Rifle, 100 round magazine, so this one can go for a while. Red dot sight, kicks a little bit, but not too bad. Decent range, good rate of fire. Not amazing, but it's alright. Chew up some light armor pretty decent. Next we got the good old fashioned shotgunner. 8 round magazine on this, sights. It's a shotgun, you know the deal. Not great range, spreads a lot, but up close does a hell of a lot of damage. And it's free. Reloads 1 shell at a time. Next we got the Grenadier. This guy is actually unique to the GDI. Nod gets a flamethrower. This gun's pretty cool because you got impact detonation, and alternate fire is delayed detonation. So you can bounce it into things, into yourself. Ah, hell. 8 rounds. Hey. 8 rounds in a magazine. Actually more effective against vehicles and infantry just because the splash damage isn't huge. But if you can hit an infantry directly with it, it's pretty powerful. It's fun. Hey, and it's free. So it's basically your go-to anti-vehicle weapon if you don't have any cash. Oh, and one fun thing I just learned about this Grenadier is even the secondary fire will actually explode immediately if it makes contact with an enemy target, so that's pretty handy. Eat it! Stop burning everything! Next you got the Marksman, who's got a Marksman rifle with an ACOG scope, so a little bit of zoom there. Pretty effective against infantry, and you can do some damage to light. Whoa, watch it, buddy. You can do some damage to light armor as well, but generally he's your stopgap sniper. Next we got perhaps the most important basic free class, and that's the Engineer. He gets his handy repair gun. You can use it to repair friendly vehicles, you can use it to repair your friendly structures, as long as they haven't been totally destroyed. And you can use it to repair infantry, so it's kind of a medic. He also gets some remote detonated C4, which doesn't do quite as much damage as the Time C4, but blow whatever you want. You also get the time C4, but your only backup weapon is your silenced pistol, so again, get handy with it. Oh, and that repair gun can also dismantle enemy explosives. So, no, if that was an enemy explosive, it would be getting disarmed right now. But I placed it, so it's fine. Everything's fine. She'll be fine. Oh, and the other thing that's absolutely key about an engineer is his repair gun is the only thing that can disable these absolutely devastating super weapon beacons. So you want to get in there and track these down with an engineer and disable it as soon as you hear one of these being placed. Just blast it for a while. Of course, this is my beacon, so once again, it'll be fine. Yep. Everything looks just great. Alright, now we're on to the special characters that'll cost you a few of your credits to pull. First one is the GDI officer who's got this sick chain gun. You can zoom a little bit, doesn't really do too much. See, he's got a bit of a spin up once it gets going. It actually pulls downwards, strangely enough. It pulls less if you're zoomed. You can just go for quite a while. Good for chewing up infantry and light armor. And fairly cheap. So now we have the first real dedicated anti-vehicle solution, the GDI rocket soldier. As you can see, you can lock onto vehicles with that and fire a little track. You guys can drive away with my target, but you can also dumbfire with the alternate fire. So it won't track, so that can be handy if you think you can just lead and hit a little bit better. If something's moving really fast, the track, you might not be able to keep up with it. 225 credits for this guy, and pretty effective at his job. This baby will even lock onto infantry, just don't expect it to hit anything unless it stands real still. Now we get into some real fun. McFarlane here costs 150 credits. He comes with good old-fashioned UT flak cannon. Flak. I love the flak cannon. Basically, it's a big screw-off shotgun. You can also alt-fire to launch the shell, which will do some explosive damage when it lands. And so that's good for launching into lighter vehicles, etc. when you're farther away and get guys around corners. Flak. Holds 12 rounds in a mag. And yeah, you'll notice he has 150 health, just like the last two guys. All these first tier guys have 150 health, so it gives them a little bit more survivability over the regular cheap infantry. Next we got the first character in the second tier of characters. You can see he's got 200 health here. He's also our first proper sniper. This is a Deadeye, and he's got a sniper rifle. It zooms in and out. Whee! It's bolt action. Pretty much perfectly accurate. 4 rounds in the mag. Very effective against infantry, especially if you get a headshot. But don't expect too much against anything with the lightest of armor. You can plink away at it if you want. Cost 500 bucks for this. Now we got the perhaps misleadingly named Gunner. 400 credits gets you him with his 6 rocket holding rocket launcher that can zoom a bit, but the special thing is it's extremely accurate and it has a hell of a lot of range. So this guy actually has the rare capability of being pretty decent against buildings from the outside for an infantryman. It does alright against vehicles too. But, of course, there's no locking capability, so you need to be straight on, which is not too bad, because thankfully you can see that rocket travels pretty fast. It works alright against infantry if you get a direct hit, but otherwise, splash damage is not anything to write home about. Flak! Oh, and another use for our handy engineer class. These special silos you can find on a few maps. You can capture them with your repair gun. Once they're fully captured, you will have access to Tiberium-based weapons, which I've not used yet, but I bet they're cool. Anyway, you might get a bonus in credits or something to do. I don't know. Just do it. Capture the stuff. More capturing is always good, right? Now we got Patch here. Patch just comes with this tactical rifle. So that's kind of boring. Oh wait, the bullets explode. So yeah, Patch can tear up infantry and vehicles alike with this thing. As you can see, it also has a little scope, which is handy. Kicks a fair amount, but bullets explode, so yeah. 450 credits for this guy. Pretty good deal. So now we got Havoc. Havoc is the star of the actual original Renegade. Here he's 1,000 cred, he's the first of the tier 3 characters. He has 250 health, and he's got this big-ass ramjet rifle, which is basically the uber sniper rifle. Still can't do too much against heavy armor, but light armor, it chews up real bad, and infantry, if they get hit by it, they're probably pretty much dead. And they'll go flying in a hilarious fashion. Haha! Next you got one of my absolute faves. This is Sydney, and you can think of her as the anti-vehicle sniper. This personal ion cannon of hers has a slow rate of fire, but it's really accurate, great range. As you can see, it takes a good chunk out of even heavy armor. Not great against buildings. Infantry, if you can hit them, does a lot, but the slow rate of fire and just the way it fires makes it not really well suited to that. But yeah, for wearing down vehicles from tiny little corners or behind rocks, this is just fantastic. Yaha! Eat it. Really satisfying. And last in our last tier, $1,000 guys, we got Dr. Mobius here, who comes with a Volt automatic rifle. What does that do? Super short range, well, relatively short range electricity attack that chews through vehicles and infantry. Basically anything but buildings will get hurt real bad by this. So if you can get up close enough, you can wear things down really quick. 100 rounds to the mag. Goes pretty fast, but the amount of damage you're doing, worth it. Oh, and the best part, when you kill infantry with it, boink, they turn into skeletons. Rad. So the final unit of the GDI, kind of put by herself, because she's not really third tier. You can see she has 200 health, but she's kind of her own unit. This is Hotwire. She's basically an upgraded engineer. So she's got an advanced repair gun that repairs substantially faster, disarms substantially faster. Other important things, she's got a whole bunch more explosives. So an extra time C4, 2 remote C4s, and a bunch of proximity C4s. And proximity C4s are basically the mines of the game. So you put them down, guys run into them, they explode. The only way to get rid of them is to disarm them with a repair gun. So this is how you keep sneaky nod guys from getting into your base and blowing it up. Hotwire costs 350 credits and absolutely essential for a solid team. So you definitely want to have a good amount of Hotwires on your team. So as you may have surmised, thanks to all her extra explosive, Hotwire is also really good at taking down buildings. She can single-handedly destroy an entire building with her C4 and various C4s. So reminder, if you want to take down a building, you take your C4, jam it on this master control terminal, and just guard it for a while. Wait for it to go off. It'll do a huge amount of damage. Remote C4 does a little bit less damage because it is because you can do it instantly. But you can see here once this comes back, yeah, it's taken down the building quite a bit, so it's still very effective. And there you can see that time C4 pretty much wiped the building out, and just 2 of them took 50%, more than 50% off. So now we got Havoc here. He's the first third tier character. These guys each cost 1,000 credits a pop, and they get 250 health. And oh, those 2 MLRSs found love.